Our final tipping point tonight, this is something we've been talking about all week. I've posed this question to Republicans and Democrats alike, very different answers from both sides, but here's the question. The election is over, Donald Trump won. Are Democrats truly willing to now work with President Trump to achieve any common goals? So I counted among the everyday American people, you and me, Democrats and Republicans alike, not our politicians, here are the issues we all seem to agree on. Number one, bettering education through vouchers and school choice. Number two, eradicating drugs and crime from our inner city neighborhoods. Number three, criminal justice reform so everybody's treated equally under the law. Number four, banning late-term abortion. 84% of Americans agree on that. Number five, lowering taxes on middle-class Americans so we can support our families and start small businesses more easily. Number six, protecting churches and religious liberty, our right to worship the God we choose or not. And number seven, keeping America safe from terrorism. The thing is, our politicians are elected to represent us. That's their name, congressional representatives. They have a responsibility to the people, not just to their own jobs and power. Yet when we put our politicians in charge of unifying and finding common ground and all the lame political cliches about getting along civilly with people who disagree with us, this is what happens. Pro-life, anti-Trump feminists are excluded from the Women's March, even though the majority of women, the majority of pro-choice women, and the majority of Democrats agree late-term abortion should be illegal. Mark Lamont Hill degrades any black person who dares to meet with President Trump about rescuing our inner cities. Mediocre Negroes, he calls them. Disgusting term. President Obama himself warned Democrats against working with the GOP on repealing and replacing Obamacare. And Senator Chuck Schumer doesn't even know who Trump is going to appoint as Supreme Court Justice next week. But Schumer said, well, it's Trump, so I doubt I'll support the pick. And you know what? This is why President Trump was elected, this single-minded fixation on partisan politicking. We're tired of it. Democrats have spent the last 8 years accusing Republicans of being the party of no, accusing us of being unwilling to compromise. But what are we, 6 days into a Trump presidency? And Democrats won't even try to come to the table about anything just because it's President Trump who invited them? That's why we kicked all you Democrats out of your seats. This is why you lost the presidency. This is why you lost over 1,000 other seats in Congress and state houses all across the nation. We, the people who elected you, don't want partisan tribalism. If you keep it up, we're going to kick out more of you. And that's my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. And don't forget, if you missed an episode of Tipping Point, you can now go back and watch the archives up to 2 weeks ago on cloudtv.com. There are 2 weeks worth of episodes saved there, cloudtv.com. In the meantime, catch us live here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.